Stadium in Arlington. Today we've got an intriguing NFC matchup lined up here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play. Holding him to no gain.
Second and 10. On the counter, this is Hubbard. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here is 3rd down and 4. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
With Amex Gold, you can earn 4 times points at restaurants up to $50,000 and up to $100 back annually with statement credits on eligible purchases at U.S. Resi restaurants. So you can get rewarded for eating what you love. That's the powerful backing of American Express. Terms apply. Tab applies. Learn more at americanexpress.com/withAmex.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss. Hubbard going left. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on the board first here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second down, Pollard again. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now Prescott. Drops this underneath for Pollard. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
The way.
They'll run with Pollard. And he is into the
end zone. Got bully right there. I got bully.
Touchdown.
Good drive, yo.
Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the 2nd quarter now, and we've only had 1 drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Newspaper and brew.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Young. And an incomplete pass.
Oh, put it in, boy, put it in.
Just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. There's another one complete to Chenault. Touchdown! LaVisca Chenault, 32 yards. And the Panthers will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two. The Young's going to throw for this. And they're going to get the two-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A give to Pollard running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Second and 15. Prescott now. Flush to his right. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Ooh, like that.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. Prescott escaping the pressure right.
Damn.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Prescott. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, let's to be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard. Breaks through the contact, and he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tony Pollard.
Mow me down like grass.
Second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are back within a couple of the lead.
Good.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it.
Ooh!
Right,
we got us a game right here.
Tie the game, and it works out.
Couple steps too late.
We started all even as the kicks away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that should change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Come on, set, yellow, 43.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Right back to Hubbard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 corners, no reason to lighten up now. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Down. 52 blue.
Sanders is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hubbard fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
They come up with 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with. Here's 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That's complete to Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here comes 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now Prescott. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Oh, I wanted to keep him in the pool. Keep him in the pool, fellas. Don't let him get out the pool.
Didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That is caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And whistles, and they take their
Way
final
to
timeout
put
with
yourself
7
in
seconds
position
left.
to win this game.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call.
What
Doesn't
again?
matter the
Instant classic.
distance.
Instant classic for me.
Get it done as you noted, and they did.
What about you? One of the better games that I've ever had in a while.
This is 1st and 10. Now Dak. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Big D.
can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh.